was kind of the whole experience filled me with joy, and it filled me with awe. And
we were entering in on this voyage the world of dragons and Celtic myths, and it was just wonderful.
It was the 16th day of September in the year of 2017. A pale sun shone down from an autumn sky and made a mirror of the sea. We gathered on the beach at Oxwich Bay.
so I'm really looking forward to this adventure.
I just want to have a nice experience.
Some came looking for excitement.
This is going to be totally out of my element. I've never been on a small craft going around the coast ever.
Mum, she knows everything.
She knows everything.
What we're hoping to achieve today is go with the flow, see the wildlife, and look forward to what you're going to introduce us to and what we're going to participate in.
Some seeking enlightenment.
Perhaps I'll tell you a bit more about it later.
I'm looking forward to going around on the boat and seeing Gower from a different perspective and meeting lots of nice people.
I'm a musician, and so I'm looking forward to seeing the coast from a different angle, and hopefully it'll inspire me to write some music.
Others had been sent by the court.
Serena! You are charged with the serious and heinous crime of smuggling.
Hi, I'm Serena, and we came for a walk along this beach actually, and then decided to go to the King Arthur and have a meal, and then obviously found out that there was a comedy show happening and got involved in that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I urge you to consider the 5 defendants' rather slim defence and find them guilty and insist upon at least one of them being hung.
Without warning, the waters broke as a mighty worm, a draig moor, a sea serpent appeared in the bay, sunlight glinting golden yellow off its flanks. It beckoned us forward.
So we're at Worm's Head now. It's a beautiful tidal island, and it was named by the Vikings. So the story goes that when they came over in their ships, they saw the shape of the land here sticking out into the sea, and they thought that it looked like a sea serpent or a sea monster, and that in their language was the word worm, W-U-R-M, and then over time it's changed to Worm's Head instead. We like to think that the Worm's Head blowhole was glowing when they came over, so that it did actually look like a dragon blowing smoke out of its nostrils.
I enjoyed the Worm's Head because I thought the north side of the Worm's Head, the colours and the features and the different textures of the stone did look like a reptile, you know, like the scales of a reptile and a lizard, because all the different greens and the beiges and the browns, and each feature of the rock itself looked like an individual scale of a reptile. It was really it was inspiring to see all that, I thought.
With excitement and trepidation, we waded out and climbed astride. With a roar, the serpent turned and shot out to sea.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing driving the boat because it was so fun.
But it was so amazing, and it was so calm. And what I couldn't believe was that all the things we actually saw on a normal day. That's what amazes me about all these cliffs along here, because you can see how each layer is perfectly seen in the different colours. They're only slightly different in colours, but it's so great, because the one round the corner which I saw was like a pyramid. That was really nice.
We journeyed so far that rations became scarce. A passing fisherman would not share his catch.
Have you caught anything? Yay!
And so we came by the Devil's Bridge.
I can't see that properly.
It was great. It was like it was framing the land kind of behind it, wasn't it? So it was just like a window looking in from sea, but looking into the land, and you were looking through that window.
To the place of the Gwerin Morlo, the Selkie, called by some mermaids.
I liked how the seals are like sunbathing. You don't see it every day really. It's really unusual.
Entranced by the spell of the Selkie, we drifted closer and closer to the jagged rocks.
And that was one of my favourite pieces of coastline that I've ever walked, and I've done a lot of Britain actually. We stopped. I was with a walking companion. We stopped, having started in Port Ainon. We stopped at Fall Bay, which is right at the end. Spectacular small bay, and I took one of my very best photographs ever. I'm probably one of those things I've taken photographs for many, many years, and I've been a professional photographer, landscape photographer. So, I've taken thousands upon thousands of pictures, but there are a few standout ones, and one of them was taken at Full Bay at the dawn as the sun was rising and shining into the camera and shining on the water and the dark rocks, accentuating the brightness. Anyway, so that's so seeing it from the sea was really quite an extraordinary feeling. I never expected to do that.
Strange lights shone from Culver Hole.
When you're out there and you hear the history, you can close your eyes and imagine it as if it was happening.
Must have been frightening though. That's what I think. Because it was dark. I mean, there's no light. And all you had lights up with those lamps to guide you, and you think, oh. And coming back to this coast, I'm thinking, well, where am I going to land?
And then you see a light shining out of what you think is the window, and so you head towards it. And the next thing you know, you're smashed on the rocks. That must have been absolutely terrifying, wasn't it? I mean,
yeah, it was a way of life, though, wasn't it? Really.
Well, people were desperate.
Well, is it ways of getting by and?
Yeah, but you're talking about a different morality then.
Then there was the 12th century Culver Hole, a penguin house and a smuggling haunt of the 18th centuries. And to boot, a private haunt where the pirates used to draw ships to their premature death. Well, we're glad to say that we didn't actually die.
But then, when all seemed lost, the sea washed us into a dry, safe cave high on the cliff. Inside lay bones, human certain, but stained red with ritual ochre. Whether man or woman, we could not tell.
I was met by the story of the Red Lady of Pavilion, a skeleton stained red 34,000 years ago. Wow.
And the cliffs, each cliff top's got a different
yellow
name.
top, that's the
Red
little
chamber,
one just back, red chamber, the nave, Thurber, Gaboldi is another one in it, further up before we get to Culver.
These are the old Gower names,
the old Gower names.
As we turned, we saw that the sea had receded.
No, they were like living in the middle of a jungle, weren't they? Because the Bristol Channel was just trees and like rainforest. And then, over a period of time, when the glaciers melt away, it's all becoming, because you can see the peat bogs in Botanian Bay and Oxwich, where the old trees have decayed, the old rainforest. You can see parts of that in Whitford and stuff like that. But you can sit there and you can imagine all the dinosaurs and the mammoths roaming around.
Our reverie was broken by the ringing of a church bell. We ran towards it, only to be engulfed by the incoming tide.
So this is the East Helwick Cardinal Buoy. So it marks one end of a sandbar that runs for a few miles along here. So there's another buoy at the western end.
It's said that if you can hear the bell in the village of Port Ainon, there's a storm coming.
But the loyal Sea Serpent rose beneath us and kept us safe from harm. Of the church, nothing remained, only the mournful tolling of the bell across the water. One of our number pointed to the horizon.
With the rainbow as well, it was like that was our little pot of gold, and the pot of gold was to see all those dolphins. So we did find our treasure.
Gannets? Yeah, when they were diving in. I mean,
they hit the water.
Such a force.
They remind me of Tom Daly.
Oh yeah.
No, they do. They remind me of Tom Daly doing the Olympics, jumping off a high board, and because they're jumping with such perfection, there's hardly any splash at all, and it's a perfect 10.
Oh yes, we admired, gasped and awarded marks for agility, poise and aerobic performance. Each dolphin deemed worthy of a gold medal.
The dolphins then were like synchronised swimmers.
That's true, yeah.
You know,
they did it in pairs, didn't they?
With their action, you know, very
graceful.
Yeah, it was like watching the Olympics at sea, really.
And I think the thing that made it for me was the dolphins splashing around the boat and making little screeching sounds and slapping their tails in the water. They were just amazing. It was as if they were there out there in dolphin world waiting for me to be on the boat.
I got sent to sea to become a mermaid, actually. So
have you become a mermaid?
I think so. I think I became one with those dolphins.
As the day began to draw into evening, we made landfall once again at Oxford Bay. Our friends and family were waiting. Some even paddled out to meet us.
Well, look, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you these so that you can hand them out.
Fantastic! Ladies!
Little butterfly just passed by.
There we go. So these are for these well-deserving crew.
Happier, wiser, and forever changed by the wonders we had seen, we felt compelled to give thanks and to tell others of our time on this voyage of the Sea Serpent.
Often music is inspired by the landscape, so as I was on the boat, I was thinking of perhaps bits of music that would come out of it. I mean, things like there was a continual sound, like mostly the sound of the engine of the boat, the lapping of the waves, but it was lovely to hear that the bell of that buoy, that sort of struck me that I could come into a piece of music. And
so, how was it on land? I'm a gardener, so for me it was all about the smell and the feel of the soil and the ground and the plants that we came across.
I'm busy drawing a diagram in my head, which is what I always do. It's a great big spider's web diagram with things like warmth, timelessness, friendship, old and new.
And then as we came out of the woods up onto the fields, it was kind of like being part of the sky, because it sort of started to rain in a sort of dampish, half Daphne du Maurier type of rain, where you could have been at Mandalay.
Were you thinking at all of your friend who'd been sent to sea?
No.
Totally in the moment. You don't care about